It's 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers.
The ads of doom are upon us.
You burst in a fire, burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Get ready for verse 2, Electric Boogaloo.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention. Oh, you don't let their ruthlessness prevail. Oh, it's time now, light your fires for ascension. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Let you down, but you get up. They let you drown, but you don't stop. You show you're a phoenix. Phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
The ads of doom are finally over with.
I got options. I got options.
Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Till one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. Whoa, you've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn. A thirst and desire, you
Spread your wings and rise from the ashes. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Greetings, YouTube. Greetings, Twitch. Greetings, Kick. I am back with another stream because why not? I figured I would just update you guys with some things. So yeah. I figured I would, you know. I figured I would update you guys with a few things. Good morning, Viper. How you doing, buddy? So, I've been a busy Phoenix. I haven't streamed since Monday. As you guys know, I did some unboxing. And look what I got. Got myself a Nintendo Switch now. It's not a Switch 2. Not by any means. And I don't have any games for it yet, you know? So, like I said, I don't have any games for it yet. I don't have a memory card. So, yeah. Blah, 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 just chat and done, JK. I know new Nintendo Switch. Yes, that means Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda, Breath of the Wild, you know, just you know, many different games to come to the channel here soon. As soon as I get the incomes, as soon as I can buy it. But however, there is some things I do want to share with you guys, and I want to be completely real and honest with you. So as you guys know, you know, I'm not one for the money or care about it. But however, I will share this. As you guys know, I posted a thing on Twitter this morning, and as much as I've gotten all these consoles, you know, the new PC and everything, like it all adds up, you know? So, something I never told you guys is I always take everything on far as monthly payments go. So at the moment, I owe like $2,000 I have to pay back at the moment for all this stuff I bought. And I've been doing it slowly but surely. And, you know, I'd rather just be honest with you guys. Like, I would do it again. I sure as hell would do it again, you know, because I love gaming in all forms. I can't afford things expensive outright. So that's why I do the monthly payments thing, you know. So, yeah, Phoenix is in a little bit of debt, but I have no regrets, you know. It's going to take till 2028 to pay it all off, you know. So, yeah, that's part of the streamer. That's part of being a gamer or streamer, and you know, it's just all part of it, you know. But I just thought I'd be real with you guys about that, you know. Like, I am not keeping no secrets. Like, I spend more paying things off than I get from content creation, and to be honest with you, I'm fine with that. You know, gaming for me is worth all of it. You know, it's all worth it. So now you guys understand. I put a lot out for it. But that's the reality of being a gamer. You know? It's like, oh, I can't afford all this stuff, so let's just put monthly payments down, and that's what I've been doing. So I owe like $600 on this Xbox Series X still. This PC's like 1,000 I still gotta pay. The Switch added like 500 on because, you know, they raised the prices when all that was going on, you know what I mean? Because it just got a little more expensive. And then someone told me, get a Switch 2, it's gonna be less pricey. And then I showed today, like I tried to get one even though it like Walmart was like, "Oh, by the way, we can't grant this to you. We're canceling your order." But that came up to 700, you know? So all this stuff that like people on threads were telling me, get a Switch 2, get a Switch 2, it's less expensive. Baloney. Baloney. That's all I got to say. You know? Very baloney. I bought a PS4 with 4 free games. Oh, that's awesome, Jelly. That is awesome. But I just wanted to like just show you guys just the fact I got one of these, and I know I've taken on a lot of debt and stuff, but I have no regrets doing all this for my community, for myself, because I like games, you know. Like I'm just I love video games, you know, and you know, maybe I'll try to find some way of paying it all off, like try to bring in some other kind of income. Because the reality is, content creation won't always do that. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you're a smaller channel. But I'm gonna try taking on some other things, like even if it's just being a video editor, you know, take on some side hustle things. Because I don't want to rely on my community. You know what I mean? Because you know me. I'm not that kind of person. Like I will never expect anything. I will never ask for help because I'm just I wouldn't feel right about it, you know? So I'm just sharing the reality. Just all everything I'm spending at the moment. That's pretty cool and exciting. Just be careful because Nintendo has been banning and bricking people from their console for the slightest. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, Viper. I've heard a lot about that. Like, granted, I don't have any games for it yet, anyways. I just made a Nintendo account last night. Like, before this, I didn't even have one, you know? And, I just gotta say, like, I've just been, like, excited to play Nintendo games again. Like, I don't care if it's a Switch 2, regular Switch. I just want to play Zelda again. I want to play Mario from my childhood, you know? Like, share it with you guys, you know? And if that means taking on a bunch of debt, which I'm not taking on anymore, this is the last thing I'm getting. You know, I got a new controller too. Did I show you that, Viper? So this is my Nintendo controller. It's the old GameCube one. That's what I got with it. But I just thought I would show that. Because, you know, like, I like everything games. PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, you know? And maybe that's always been one of my biggest issues is I've just loved a lot of video games. Like a lot of different ones, you know? But yeah, reality is like it's just one of those things like being a creator that loves a lot of video games, um like especially just taking on a lot of debt, you know? Like I think it's worth it in the end. Cuz I love being surrounded by video games. You know, I want to collect every system, which I have at this point. I got PS4, GameCube, a Switch now, Series X, PC, 360. Do I get to play all these games? Nah, not really. I try. I'm just a collector, okay? Like I may not put like tons of hours into games, and I try, but sometimes I just get so tired at times. But it's worth it, man. It's so freaking worth it. Like, yeah, you didn't know this, did you, Albanian? Like I like what I just shared with chat. I just said that paying off 1,000, like up to $2,000 right now, paying off all these consoles and the PC. Like, that's the reality, because I want to put so much good content out there for you guys. Like, doesn't matter the games. Like, I do this for you guys. You know, I expect nothing back. You know? But that's the reality. Like, I don't make much off of content. And to be quite honest, it's not all about that for me. But I will be slowly paying that off over the next few years. And it's worth it. You know? It's all worth it. However, there will be some downsides. Yes, I can't upgrade my PC right now because of that. But hopefully by then I'll have I'll have everything paid off. You know? Hopefully. So let's hope for that. Like I was just saying, I'm paying on the Series X, the Switch now, the PC, you know? It's all worth it. You know? And PlayStation games, I don't even have to have a PlayStation Albanian. That's already on PC anyways. So I do it for you guys. Just saw the title right now. Let's go. Yes. So this is the new Switch I got. It's not the Switch 2. I tried getting the Switch 2. I couldn't. Like, it was just like they canceled my order on Walmart. They didn't do it. Like, they didn't put it through. And they refunded me. You know? So I just got the original Switch. I don't have any games for it yet. You know? I still got to get some games. I got to get a micro SD card. But that's what I've been up to. Why I've been so quiet the last couple days. You know? And like I said, you know, if I was going to do any live stream, it'd just be something to do with this. Just chatting this week. Just something chill. You know? So no video game streams this week. You know, except for Monday. Like, if you want to check out that VOD, you can go right ahead. You know, don't be quiet. What do you mean don't be quiet, Ray Camp? Also, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Ray Camp, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day, buddy. I appreciate you being here. We're just talking about the Nintendo Switch, how I got the new one. People were kind of roasting me on Threads saying, "Oh, you did get the Switch too," and all that. And I'm just like, well, I tried that, and the order failed, so. And then I ordered another one that got canceled, like another Switch OLED. And it is what it is. I got banned on my PS4 before the PS5 came out because I used a fake credit card. That's weird. The Switch is better than the Switch 2. You think so, Ray? You think so? Yeah, a lot of people were just saying, get the Switch 2, get the Switch 2. And I'm just like, I've never had a Switch. I just want any Switch. It doesn't matter if it's the Switch 2, the Switch. I just want to play my old Nintendo games. And this is what I got for a controller. You know? I also put this on a firm for pay to, pay later kind of thing. As you can see, it has told on it. You know? But yeah, it's worth it. PlayStation's way better than Nintendo. Honestly, I'm not gonna complain, Albanian. I'll play anything. Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, you name it, the whole 9 yard. PC. But the reality is I don't get to finish all these games or put a lot of time into them because by then I'm just like so tired by then. Like, I play games. Like, yesterday, I just played a little Vampire Survivors on the Xbox, and that was it. That's all I ended up playing. You know? That's all I ended up playing yesterday. Because I was just like, man, I got a headache. I'm excited for this new Switch. And then I ended up getting both of them last night. You know? So that's what I've been up to. Any games today or just chatting today? Like gaming will continue next week. It's just, I'm just sharing updates with you guys, like things I ended up getting. Um, just stuff like that. But that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment, just, you know, talking about the Switch. I'm excited for getting back into those games again, even though it's been years, you know. So that's kind of the whole stream today, you know, just talking about that. Like, I'm a guy that grew up around Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, and PC, you know? So being surrounded by that, oh, it's worth it. So worth it. Am I saying Nintendo's the most am I saying that Nintendo's the most um company that's the most friendly? Absolutely not, because look at the lawsuits and shit they've been doing to like Power World and stuff. But I'm not saying they're perfect. No company is, if you think about it. Hi Monkey. Good morning. How you doing? And you were saying your son has the OLED, Viper? That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. How old were you when the PS1 first released? Oh my gosh, Albanian, I was like, so a little fun fact about me, you guys didn't know. I was 3 years old when I started first gaming. That was a long time ago. Like it was either 3 or 5. But the PS1 I think was very, like, I was probably like 8 or something like that when it came out, or younger than that. So I was quite young, you know. Yeah, he likes it. Oh, I have the Nintendo Lite. Oh, that's cool. The Nintendo Lite. Yeah, the Nintendo Lite's pretty cool. See, the thing I like about the Switch I have right now is I can put it in a dock, and then I can stream Nintendo games that way, playing on my new controller. Um, I didn't know how to do it before, or how to work the Nintendo system, because handhelds are kind of a new thing to me, unless you count phones. Like I've used phones, but like Nintendo, like gaming handhelds, all pretty new to me, because I grew up around. Oh, let's hook the console up to the TV or the monitor. That's what I grew up around. You know. Yeah, he likes Nintendo a lot. I have the Nintendo Lite. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. You got the PS5, Ray? That is cool as heck. Have you ever used the Wii ever? I did in the past, Monkey, but it's been a very long time. I remember playing like the Wii Sports and stuff. You know, like I remember playing the Wii Sports. You know what I mean? And that used to be pretty fun, but it kind of reminded me of the Xbox 360 Connect, even though it wasn't perfect. You know, so that's what I mean. Thank you so much for subbing, JDX. Thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. But you were absolutely a legend. And welcome to the Phoenix Army family. I really appreciate you. And thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I own quite a few Nintendo's products before. They're pretty good, but I mostly only play mine. Like, yeah, that's another reason. Like, I want to play Pokemon again too. Not just Nexomon on the three, not just Nexomon on the Xbox. You know, um, which is similar to Pokemon. I played that. It's called Nexomon, but I want to get back into Pokemon. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you want to add me as a friend on Nintendo, if you have one, do !FC to get my friend code. So I've shortened it for friend code, but you'll get my friend code with Mix It Up. I've added it to Botrix too, so it'll also work on Kick. So if you want to add me on Nintendo Switch, I don't have Nintendo Switch Online yet. I don't have any games or anything yet, but I'll get there, man. I'm just now getting a Nintendo. Setting everything up. Like, I just literally just got one last night, and it's my first ever Switch. It may not be the Switch 2, but it's still a good system, you know? Still a good system. You're welcome. And how's your day going, JDX? How's your day going so far? I really want one. Oh, a Nintendo Happy Monkey? What games would you play on it if you got one? Like, I'm really tempted to throw myself into a bunch of Zelda games. You know? That's what I've been wanting to play. I missed out on so many games in the past, like Ocarina of Time and whatever other Zeldas were out. Like I can't remember. I don't know all the games offhand. So yeah. But honestly, guys, I really have no regrets. You know, getting a new Nintendo and having all these things surrounded, like all these game systems I'm surrounded by. Like I may not get to play games like every single day, but you know, when I'm not tired, I'm having fun with gaming. You know, I think it's just part of getting older. You don't have a Nintendo Albanian? Oh, they're so worth it. But here's my friend code for anyone who wants to add me on Nintendo. Here's my friend code. You can add me too, Viper, if you want. It's my first ever Switch. But yeah, check it out if you guys get a chance. Feel free to add me. We can play some Mario Kart World. Well, I can't play Mario Kart World. That's a Switch 2 exclusive. But I could get Mario Kart, and I could play it sometime. You know, it's like old times. I miss me some Mario Kart. Hello, JDX. How's your day going, by the way? We're just talking about Nintendo. To everyone new coming in, here's what my Switch looks like. It's the original one, you know? Very original. It's not the Switch 2, but I couldn't afford that one. I tried. I did try to get it. And here's the controller I got with it. So anything, Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, I'm all for it. So yeah, my controller has a toad on it. You know? And you know what? Maybe at some point I'll get some figurines of some Nintendo characters in the background at some point. You know, just kind of have something like Nintendo plushies, like a Yoshi one. That'd be pretty cool, you know? You know, Pokemon, Xbox characters. Andre, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We're just talking, doing a just chatting today. Like I was just saying to chat, I got a new Nintendo Switch. I plan on playing Nintendo games here in the future. As soon as I can afford some, you know. At the moment, I kind of can't, but you know, that'll be down the line. I just gotta get a memory card and all that stuff. Doing great. What about you? I am doing really good, Andre. Like, what you been up to? How's work been? It's actually been good seeing you pop in and hanging out. Even when I'm playing, you know, Tainted Grail. What have you been thinking about that game? Like, what are your thoughts on it? Would it be something you get into or not get into? I had you on my old Switch, 2017 Switch. Oh, that's so nice of you, JDX. Thank you so much. That make you my first Nintendo friend. You know? Oh yeah, I'll add you on my Nintendo Switch account. I just need to find my charger for it. No worries, Viper. No worries. Take your time. You know? Take your time on that. But yeah, the world, diving back into the world of Nintendo again, the Mario games, the Mario Kart, Zelda, Metroid, you know, like I might play some Metroid. I've never played Metroid before. I remember a long time ago on the Nintendo 64, I used to play Mario Smash Bros. Does anyone remember the game Star Fox? Like, I never played Star Fox, but I remember him in Super Smash Bros. like that really takes me back. Like just thinking about, like going back to the past a little bit, my memory. I remember playing something called Pokemon Puzzle League that used to be on the 64. I don't know if that's on the Switch now or if you can find it. However, I might look for it because I used to like playing that when I was young. So it just like so many memories with Nintendo. I remember playing. Um, you want to know the downsides of it though, guys? like like I got all the platforms, right? But think of it like this: every controller, freaking keyboard, like it's gonna be so confusing. Like Xbox has A, X, Y, B, Nintendo has Y, X, A, B, um, and then for PlayStation, it's like X square, circle, triangle, and it's like, that's gonna be the most confusing part juggling now. you know, that's gonna be the most confusing part. You know. Oh, a good tip for that, my friend, is just remap the buttons to like what you would have for the Xbox. That's what I do, and it works out pretty well for me. Oh, I will keep that in mind, Viper. I will definitely keep that in mind. Like maybe that will help a lot, not to get confused as much. But yeah, guys, I'm so excited for the future. I mean, granted, I'm gonna have to pay all this game systems and PC and all that stuff down because I did a down payment on them. But in the long run, I feel like, like just putting my stuff out there, playing new games, getting new content out. Like I just want to keep it interesting for you guys. Although I couldn't afford the Switch 2, at least I get to experience games I never played, like Breath of the Wild. The new, like some of the other Mario Karts I never played, like Mario Kart 8. I can't play Mario Kart World. The Switch 2 was just very expensive, and that's the reality. Like all, like the reality is, um, nothing's cheap in this world anymore. That's the reality. Like I think at this point I'd rather get everything on down payments since I can't afford things outright, like most people. And that's how I would really rather do it. Although I'm done buying new game systems and stuff at least for a long while. Um say any of them go out of date. Um like say the Xbox Series X, for example. Say that goes out of date and then the new one comes out next year or the year following. Then I'll just pay that off, and then if I have enough, I'll get another one and then pay that one off. You know, just like I'm doing with the rest of these. You know, and then they said they're gonna support the Switch for a while, so like it's not like they're not going to. They said, hey, as long as there's demand for it, we'll support it. That's good. Nintendo's doing that. You know, so that's why I have no worries about it. I know it's an old system, but look how long it lasted before the new one came out. Like when the last generations came out, seeing the full room for the first time. Also, hello, hero of the shopkeep. That's good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we got some a new Switch hero at the moment. we got a new Switch. We're gonna be playing Switch games here in the future. I just gotta get games for it eventually. I just don't have the money for it right now though. Because I just got the new Switch. Like I gotta get some storage for it, like a micro SD card. I'll show you what the Switches I got. Congratulations on the Switch 2. I don't have the Switch 2. I wish I could have got it. I got the original one. Like I tried getting it, but Walmart was like, nope, and then they didn't let me get it. So I just ended up with one of the OG switches, which is better than nothing, you know. There's a 1 terabyte on Amazon that you can get. That's pretty cheap. I think I paid 50 for it. That's not too bad. I'll look into that. You know, I'll probably look into that, Viper. Like, I'll probably get that for the Switch. But yeah, the terabyte might be something worth investing. Yeah, if I can find the link, I'll send it to you. Thank you, Viper. I really appreciate that. Like, I really do. But yeah, I wanted this Switch too, and I tried getting a window for it at that one point, and then they said, "Hang on, you know, we got so much high demand for it, so instead of just, you know, going through waiting forever for another Switch 2, I just went ahead and got the original one, you know, the original Switch, so the Switch 1, and it's better than nothing, you know." The way this think of it like this. I've never had a Switch. I wanted to play on a Switch. You know, it doesn't matter if it goes out of date in a few years, you know. Oh, the original oh yeah, definitely going to want a terabyte hard drive for your Nintendo Switch. Trust me, I had to get one. Yeah, I'm gonna get that for sure, Viper. Oh, the original one, that's not bad. I hope you can have gotten the Switch too, because of the performance is buttery smooth. I hope in the future I can, Hero. Like, maybe in the future I will, like, once I'm done paying off everything. Because like I was saying to chat, like, I owe $2,000 I have to pay off on the PC, the Series X, the Switch now, and then the Switch controller. And I gotta pay all that down now. And I did it for you guys. You know, I have no regrets. I know I'm taking on a lot, but I like being surrounded by everything gaming. Don't care if it's Nintendo, PC, Xbox, PlayStation. I do it for you guys. You know, it will take me years to pay it off, but it's worth it. You know, are you going to get a physical copy or a digital copy? You mean like of the Switch? Probably digital, I'm thinking. Alright, I went up. Oh, yeah, alright, it went up in price by a little bit, but I found you one. Good morning, Brent. How are you doing today? How's your day going? Hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. We're just talking about the Switch. Like, it's not the Switch 2. And I did end up getting my first ever Switch that I plan on playing on, you know? And that's why you got PayPal? Yes, I do. I do indeed, Hero. I do indeed. Like, you could always send it to my Ko-Fi if you want. You know, I do have a Ko-Fi. But again, I'm not expecting anything from any of you guys. I'm just saying that although I'm paying all this off, it's worth it for me. No, like, I expect nothing from you guys. Just being here, having a good time, you know, all that. You know, PayPal is way faster. Gotcha. Yeah, I do have a PayPal. If you want to, you can link it to you. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Hang on. There you go. But yeah, I do have a PayPal. It does go to my PayPal, just so you know. But yeah, you know, I love the Nintendo. I love the PC. I love the Xbox gaming. And I love the PlayStation games. Let's go. What's up, Wrecker? You made it, buddy. We're just talking about Nintendo, how I got a new Switch, and I'm just showing you guys what it looks like. It's not the Switch 2, it's the OG Switch, but it's my first ever Switch, so I'm quite excited about it. I know some people will say get the Switch 2, get all that, and I did. I tried, and I just could not do that. Yeah, those are for Ko-Fi. I know it's for Ko-Fi. It does, like, you can use PayPal and it goes to my PayPal hero. Yeah, I got a Switch. Finally. I finally got a Switch. And I'm just excited about it. Very excited. But yeah, I'm quite excited about it. But yeah, I just have the Ko-Fi there for anybody, man. Like it's linked to PayPal and it goes to my PayPal. I should get whatever you send to it. But again, I'm not doing this for the money, you know. I'm just doing this cuz I love you guys. I love video games. I love sharing my passions. That's what it's all about. I need PayPal. I can't make an account. Ko-Fi. Fair enough, hero. Well, tell you what. Um, let's see if I have. Uh, let me try this. Will Stream Elements work too? Because I do have a Stream Elements tip-in link. Hang on a second. Here, lurking at work at man. Going to be an interesting day. Yeah, I'm glad to hear from you, Cheesy. Hope you're having a good day so far, man. Alright, here's my tip-in link if you want to use that. I'll go with Ko-Fi then, but here you go. This will work too if you want to do that. Did I go on the right one? I'll do it again. There we go. But yeah, Cheesy, I'm glad to see you, man. I hope you're having a good day so far. Yeah, I got a Switch. I'm excited, Racker. I'm excited. Like I haven't got any games for it yet, but I'll probably be getting some games for it here soon. When I can afford it. I want to try Donkey Kong again. I want to do Mario Party. It's like old times. Just saying though that the games are on the Switch. Yeah, that'd be the only downside. Like that'd be the only downside. Because I looked at Zelda today, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's expensive, just for Breath of the Wild. you know? Yeah, Mario Party is peak. I don't know why they make things so dang expensive on the Switch, but I mean, it is what it is. I know they do sales sometimes, so maybe I'll try to find Zelda on a sale or something and then go from there, that's all you really can do. You know what I mean? Good times in Mario Party with my friends, yeah. Especially on the 64, man. Like that was the Mario Party I remember. And I haven't touched a Nintendo system in a very long time. Yeah, my friend got Cult of the Lamb 50% off. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. Very cool. So, in other news, guys, I just want to share I got a new bed, finally. Aside from the Switch, got the new frame. Would you do a Mario marathon? Yes, I would. Hero of the Keeper of the Shop. I would. I would indeed. I would play through the new Mario game. I can't remember what the most recent one was. I think it was Galaxy, but I could be wrong. I didn't look too much into it yet, you know, since I just got the console yesterday. But I plan on doing some Mario here in the future. Next best thing to video games is sleep. I agree, man. I agree. 100%. Sleep is the best. And then food, be the third best, you know? But yeah, I'm excited. Mario, Zelda, Mario Party. The Sunshine is the only game that isn't released publicly. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll look into the different Mario games, see what they got. You know, only if you got the All Stars edition. Gotcha. That makes sense. Super Smash Bros. Yeah, that's another one I'm gonna get into. You know, I just don't know which one to get on the Switch, but I'll look into those. But hey, hopefully we can get some games. You know, it's a rare copy, expensive. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going all in with all these games. I'm going all in. Another thing I want to say to you guys, what I'm gonna do with my YouTube payout is I'm gonna get the new Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 as well. I'm excited for this because you know I played the original Vampire Masquerade, and since Halloween's coming up, you guys are in for a treat. So look out for that when it comes out next month. You know, I know it's not Nintendo. I'm just saying I love my vampire RPG games. You know, anything vampire related, I'm hooked. All the Mario games run 60 FPS. Ain't nothing wrong with that though. You know, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, that's been pretty much. You do you, man. You know I will, Racker. You know I will. I always do. And I'm just excited, man. Get into these games, dive into them. Hello, Charmin. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Everyone just coming in today. I missed you guys too. I know it's been since Monday, but I missed you guys too. But everything's gonna end up blowing up. You know, things are gonna be changing a lot. A lot of things gonna be changing around. Gonna be a lot of random different games going. You know, here in the future, and that's what I'm looking forward to. One day it'd be Nintendo. One day it'd be some other game. Just don't be surprised at what the heck I'm playing. You know, I'm trying. Um, You said that you will be chatting an unboxing stream today. So I will be honest. I kind of did already unbox it. Charmin, that was kind of like I'll be honest. I tricked you guys a little bit. It's a little clickbait. I've kind of already unboxed it. I just used that as like a clickbait, but this is what I got. The OG Nintendo Switch. So that's what it looks like. It's my new Switch. This is the new controller I got. I know this would have been an entertaining video too, doing an unboxing, but I was just excited. Okay, I was just excited. I know it would have been good content. But Kirby, Zelda, Metroid, Pokemon runs 30 FPS and can get lower if it was complicated on screen with too much props. Gotcha. That makes sense. Still doing Fall Guys, the whole thing next week? Yes, I am. I'm totally doing it next week. We're gonna see how long I last. We got Phoenix doing clickbait before GTA 6, pretty much. You guys know me well. It's okay. I just wanted to show us, but chat and streams are, it's okay if you just wanted to show us. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what I got. I may not have all the games yet for it, you know. I may not have a lot. I just got it yesterday, and it took me a while to figure out how to set it up because me and handhelds, I've never used a lot of handheld games before, unless you count the Game Boy back in the day. That was different though. But nowadays, like you got things like the Switch, which took me a while to figure out. I was just like so confused because I'm used to just like hooking things up to the monitor. Um, that's how I was used to playing games, basically. um, do the sides of the Nintendo Switch come off? Is that how it works? I've never had one before. Yes, it does. It does come off rubbly. It does come off. You can take them off. You can, play with the Joy Cons. It's like I said, I've never had a Switch myself just till recently, and I even had a hard time figuring out how to put the freaking Joy Cons on. My dad had to show me because he has one. He's like, "Oh no, no, this is how you do this. This is how you do that." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So this is nothing like, you know, the original Nintendo systems, which you could just hook up to the TV, power them on, put in a cartridge, blow on it, and then put the game in. Like the new Nintendo systems kind of confuse me, but I'll figure it out. I will definitely figure it out. Does the new GameCube controller work on the older Nintendo Switch though? It does. It does. You just gotta link it, Charmin. Um, you just gotta link it, and that's pretty much all you have to do. Link it up, and then sync it, and then it works perfectly with the original Switch. Super annoying they don't do those bundles where you get a game with the console like PlayStation. They did, but I ended up like what I ended up doing is canceling it. And hear me out why. I was just excited to get the console now. You know what I mean? I was like, just give me the freaking console now, and then they delivered it last night. It's like I could not wait for the freaking bundle. I just could not. Like that's so me. It's like I want it now, but there might be some drawbacks later. So I was just looking for something quick I could just, mess around on and go from there. Also, hello, Vaso. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, buddy? You are too old school. Yes, I am. I am indeed. By the way, if you get physical game cards, for the Switch, don't make the same mistake I did to get the card out. Push the card down when it's in the slot, and it will pop out. I made the mistake of pulling it. Oh, alright, I'll keep that in mind. So push it, don't pull it. Got it. I'll keep that in mind. And I broke it, which was $55 down the drain. Damn. I'm glad you're doing good, Vassal. I'm glad you're doing good. Oh, you're back on to Twitch? I'm back on Twitch, and I'm also on Kick as well. So I'm on all three platforms, Shopkeeper. I did try Rumble, it's just too political. But I'm everywhere, I'm everywhere. This the only thing Twitch don't want you doing is putting chat on the screen, so I'm not doing that, They just don't want you doing that. But yeah, how about you and your viewers? Huh? I'm good? How about you and your viewers? I'm not doing too bad, boss, so I'm doing pretty good so far. You know, I'm doing pretty good. He's always watching chat. Yes, I am. It doesn't matter the platform, I'm always keeping an eye out. Like, I don't ignore chat whatsoever. The color cables that you can use for older systems are too much of a pain. That is true. They were a pain. Like, they were. Like, for instance, the GameCube. Although I did like the upgrade to the disc, like the little tiny disc at the time. I did really like that about the GameCube. But I'm doing good, boss. So how's things been with you? What you been up to? Oh yeah. Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, I'm always watching the chat. It doesn't matter where it's at. I thought this would be a good topic, guys. Like I just thought instead of just making a video and dropping a video on this, I would just do a live stream and surprise you guys. You know, just sharing my news that I got a new Switch, and you know, I know it won't be for everybody this Switch. I mean, but it's worth it. How many games you completed after Oblivion? Oh, Keeper, I haven't completed Oblivion just yet. You started school 3 days ago. I hope school's been going good, Basil. I hope it's going good and you're doing well there. You know, I hope so, buddy. You know, bro, switch to the Switch. Yes, I did. But I would say is I switched to all of them. Yeah, I still want to see you do a Necromancer playthrough for Oblivion. I'm gonna do that, Viper. I'm gonna do that at some point. Also, let me snooze the ads. There we go. Just had to do that on Twitch. Snooze the ads, so you guys wouldn't get none. But yeah, having a Switch is kind of interesting, I'll say. You know, like it's a system I've never had. You know, and it's gonna be a little confusing at first. Do you do fit for a Nintendo channel? Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. But I would say at this point, Hero, I'm an everything channel. You know, like if it's a good game, sure as hell I'm gonna be playing it. Kind of like that Tainted Grail game you guys been seeing me play. Like I've been playing the heck out of that. Like at one point I thought it was gonna just be an Elder Scrolls channel, you know, and then come to find out that's not the case. I'm a variety channel, and that's just the truth of the matter, you know. Like anything Nintendo, PlayStation, PC, and Xbox, I'm gonna play it and then I'm gonna cover it in a video, you know. Today I was goalkeeper and I scored a goal with my hand. Nice. I appreciate that. So did you end up getting that working, Hero? Like the Stream Elements one that I sent you? I had a Game Boy growing up. Is the Switch kind of the same or with game cartridges? It's kind of similar, probably. The only difference is like you can hook it up to the TV and all that or your monitor. And yeah, like you can get that all set up to the TV. You can stream those games, which is kind of cool, you know. So yeah, it's quite different. If you want to be satisfied, turn up the volume all the way on the Switch. Slide the joysticks back in. I got goosebumps for the first time. Ooh, that does sound pretty cool, Rocker. But yeah, the Switch is kind of similar to the Game Boy, but think of it like it looks like a tablet. Have you played games on the PS3? Oh, I'll be honest, Vassal, I wish I had. I wish I did. Like back then, I never got to play things on the PS3. Like I never got to. That's like one system generation I missed out on. I wish I would have played, you know? I wish I would have played on. So, when I say I've played on every system, I don't mean like every single system, but I played PS4, which is, I know, not the same, but, but I played on PS2, PS1. The only generation I missed out on is PS5 and PS3, you know? But yeah, honestly, I just wanted to share that with you guys, just you know, because Xbox popular in the US. Yes, it is indeed. All right, I gotta go and enjoy it before it ages. Switch 3 is gonna come out in no time. Yeah, 100% Rocker. And thank you so much for coming in. This was just was a little surprise stream for you guys. Just to shock you a little bit, kind of what I ended up doing, and you know, kind of what I've been doing, like in the background of things. Uh, but yeah, I'm excited. Nothing like going back to some Mario, just like the old days, you know. It's gonna be awesome. Like so much new content coming to the channel now. I just gotta get the games though. That's the only thing, you know. That'd be the only thing. But I will eventually. I will do that eventually. Same with the memory card. Still gotta get that. But thanks so much for stopping by, Rocker. You have an amazing day, buddy. And you take care of yourself. And do you use OBS Studio for live streams? Yes, I do. That's what I use, Vaso. OBS is my favorite. With PlayStation is more popular internationally. That's true. It is, Hero. It is indeed. You know, I feel like in general there's a lot of everything. Like gaming in general is just popular. You know. But anyways, guys, that's just all I wanted to share with you today. I know it's kind of random, but I just wanted to catch you up on what I ended up getting, and all that stuff. Hey, what are the settings to go live, if you don't mind me asking? So, like, what do I use? I use, so my settings are pretty basic. You know, so the bitrate's like 6,000. I go live on YouTube as my main platform, but I have dual outputs to Twitch and Kick, and then a vertical output. So that'd be like my other one. But yeah, if you ever want me to show you like kind of how I have it all set up at some point, I have no problem doing that. But very awesome, my dude. Thank you, Rob Lee. But anyways, that's just all I wanted to share. I hope you guys did love what you hear, the good news. Yes, it's another payment I've taken on, but it's so worth it. It's so freaking worth it. So, look forward to Zelda, Mario, Donkey Kong, Metroid Prime, maybe some Star Fox if I can see if they have it on the Switch. But many things to come in the future. Maybe Animal Crossing. We'll definitely see. But anyways, guys, much love, Phoenix Army. I shall be back next week. I just wanted to catch up some things with you guys, across all platforms, and just what I've been up to. That's why I've been so quiet the last few days, and just setting up the Switch. So, love you guys. We're gonna end the stream here.
The ads
I'll
of
see you
doom
guys
are upon
in the
us.
next one.